Yes, children, let us learn the chapter of circle in which we have two types of construction, drawing an incircle and a circumcircle for the given triangle. So what is the incircle and what is the circumcircle? Let us understand that. For that, refer to your page of your textbook, page number 83. Very clearly said. I'll just draw a rough figure for your reference. A circle which touches all the three sides of the triangle is what is called as incircle, and a circle which touches all the vertices of the triangle is called as circumcircle. Now for an incircle and circumcircle, the construction is different because whenever we need to draw the incircle, we will be drawing the angle bisectors of any two of the angles. Okay, and as you know, all the angle bisectors are concurrent, right? So since it is concurrent, that point of concurrence is what you will consider as the center, and you will draw a perpendicular from that center to one of the sides of the triangle, a perpendicular that distance. Suppose if I have this point as I, this IP distance will be my radius, and that is how we will be drawing our incircle. So for an incircle, what did we draw? We drew is angle bisectors. Going further to talk about circumcircle. Now, whenever we have to draw circumcircle, here also we draw is the perpendicular bisectors of any two sides. As I hope all of you agree, perpendicular bisectors of all the three sides of a triangle are concurrent. So when I draw the perpendicular bisectors, suppose this is the point C, which is the circumcenter, taking this point as a center and this as a radius. That is, I touch any of the vertices of the triangle from this point C, taking this C as the center and this distance as the radius, I will be able to draw the circumcircle. I hope the basic idea is very clear. For incircle, we are dependent on the angle. For circumcircle, we are dependent on the perpendicular bisector of side. So you have to remember this very well. Here it is angle, here it is side. So accordingly, you will draw your construction. So to start with the construction, let us go to the exercise. Before moving to the exercise, there is one activity, as well as remember this on page number 85. I would surely like everyone to have a look at it. That will be very nice eye opener for you to start the construction. And that itself has lot of things to tell you which will help you to do the construction better. So first and foremost, I would like to draw an equilateral triangle, which is not part of the exercise, but I take an example. Draw an equilateral triangle PQR. Yes, when I say equilateral triangle, I am sure everyone is very happy to draw an equilateral triangle, because equilateral triangle is a very friendly triangle. And for this triangle, we are going to draw both. That is incircle and circumcircle. There is nothing to worry, because just have a look at point above, that is just before we start the exercise 6.3, perpendicular bisectors and angle bisectors of an equilateral triangle coincident. That means they are coinciding with each other. Second point, incenter and circumcenter also coincident. That means they are coinciding with each other. That means when we draw, as we draw the construction, you will understand, girls, what is the further thing. So let us draw a rough figure. Always very necessary to plan out what are we going to draw. Since here it is very clear that angle bisector and perpendicular bisectors of sides are going to coincide, we draw any one of them. So first and foremost is the base, the triangle PQR. It's an equilateral triangle. So I preferably draw perpendicular bisectors of sides. Right? Perpendicular bisectors of sides. Here I can draw it equal because this is equal, this is also equal. I am very sure about it. And taking this distance, if I name this point as C, CT as the radius, I will complete my incircle. Taking CR as the radius with the same center C, I will complete my circumcircle. So let us do together. First and foremost, let us draw equilateral triangle. You have to construct it. So let us construct. First and foremost, take the base QR, 6 centimeter. Yes, children, you have to be very careful when you are doing it. You have to show the arcs to complete the triangle. So what we need is a compass. So on your compass, take 6 centimeter. Draw arc from point Q, keeping the same distance. Cut the arc what you have drawn. There you get the triangle. So join it and complete the triangle. Triangle PQR. All the sides are 6 centimeter. We'll write that later. Right now we will concentrate on completing the construction first. So let us draw perpendicular bisector of side. Yes, are you aware how to draw perpendicular bisector of a segment? Yes, if you remember, you have done this basic construction long time back. So it is not difficult, but you should remember it, that how do we draw perpendicular bisector? I am sure you had drawn perpendicular bisector while doing the previous construction chapter, right? So how do we take perpendicular bisector? Take more than half. For that you will not use a scale. By vision itself you should understand, yes, this is more than half. So draw an arc above the segment and below the segment. Don't change the distance. Keep at point R. Cut the arc what you have drawn. So here I am falling short, so I draw it once again. Yes. So here I get the common point. And I join line passing through both the common point. So the line goes, and here is the perpendicular bisector of segment QR. Correct? Similarly the construction goes for PR. How do we draw for PR now? Take more than half. Okay, and draw outside and toward the inward side of the triangle, keeping the same distance. Do it at point P. So here you get the common point, and when we draw, joining the two common point is a line which can help you to have the perpendicular bisector concurrent, you get the point of concurrence. Even though we draw only two, but we are sure that is the point of concurrence, that is point C. Now you can join CR, and already we have CT ready for us. So taking the particular radius, and let us complete the circles. So from C, already the perpendicular is ready for me. I don't have to draw it. Take up to point segment QR. Yes girls, might be here I have an error because I have not drawn the triangle very exactly. But for an equilateral triangle you will never have an error. Error is 0. If you draw exact equilateral triangle, error is always 0. So this is how I am getting my in circle. Same way I keep it further here to point R. I will get my circumcircle. Yeah, circumcircle is at least perfectly better, right? So here you have your in circle and the circumcircle. The error is from my end here girls, but you will not get any errors because yours should be very exactly done using all kind of different pencils. So therefore you will find that it is coming like this. I have found what is the distance CT using the scale, as well as I have found what is the distance CR. I find CT is equal to 2.5 centimeter according to the figure what I have drawn, and CR is equal to 5 centimeter. Does it say there is some relation? Yes. What is the relation here? You find that the in radius and the circumradius has a ratio of 1:2. To make you very clear, just have a look on page number 87. The first question, in that they are asking you to find the radius of ratio of radius of circumcircle to the radius of incircle. So I have found the radius of circumcircle, I have found the radius of incircle. So 5 upon 2.5 will give me 2:1. Even that is one common point, and remember this just above the exercise. So kindly make note of it. Okay. Now going further into the exercise. Going further into the exercise, if I take the example of equilateral triangle, I have done two type of triangle in that. One is equilateral as well as, yes, can anyone guess it out? Acute angle triangle. Yes, very good, because in an equilateral triangle all the angles are acute. So we have covered up two types of triangle. One is according to the sides, equilateral triangle, according to angle, and acute angle triangle. Now we go next into the exercise and start with the first sum. So I'll do with you two sums, one of incircle, one of circumcircle. I believe doing these two sums will make you thorough and you can practice the remaining. So let us take the first one. The first question of the exercise 6.3, it says, draw triangle ABC such that angle B is 100 degree, BC is 6.4 and angle C is 50 degree. So let's just have a look. BC, yes, always very important that you plan what you are constructing. BC is 6.4, angle B is 100, a rough figure I am drawing. So I am taking, yeah, it's not 90, a little inclined one. C is 50 degrees, so it is an acute angle here. So what type of triangle is this what we are making? Any guess? One of the angle is greater than 90 degree. Yes, very good. It is an obtuse angle triangle. And for this obtuse angle triangle, I am going to construct the incircle. So let us draw the triangle first. So let us start. I hope you will do along with me, because I am sure to draw a triangle you won't need my help. Okay, so let us start. 6.4 is the distance what we have here. So it is 6.4 BC. for this BC, we take the angle B, which is 100 degrees. So let us draw 100 degree at point B. So this is point B. At this point we draw 100, 0, like that. We go here is where is 100. Let us join this. I'm sure you are doing along with me. That is how we'll finish it fast. Angle C 50 degrees. So angle C is 50 degree. Oh, it's going very far. Okay. Just check what is the way how you get the triangle. Is it coming something this way? Very far out of the page, might be it is longer, a stretched one. So yeah, it's going over my, that is out of my board. So I do little bit of manipulation. So that I get it in the range of my board. So here is point C from here. So here is point A. This is 100 degree. And this is actually not 100 from 50 from my end. It will be, but you have to draw 50, children. It is 30 from my end. Okay. But still I have maintained a obtuse angle triangle. But you will have it 50 degree. Okay. So let us draw the incircle. What do? We draw the angle bisector. I trust the angles what I have drawn. So I will draw angle bisectors of these two angles. How do we draw angle bisectors? Yes, we take a very minimum, that is a suitable length in the compass, and keep at point B. Cut both the arms of the angle with the same distance, and now if you need we can change it, and accordingly keep it here and draw an arc. Don't change the distance in the compass, and cut the arc what is drawn. Complete this part, that is whatever you have drawn, complete that first, then go for the other angle. So I have my angle bisector here, correct. We go for angle C now. For angle C again same way. Yeah, my assumed 50. I cut both the arms of the angle. Then I extend the distance here. Keep at one arc what is done. Draw an arc. Go to the other one. Cut the arc what I have drawn. Yeah, it will be very close because the angle is smaller here. Okay. So what I do now, I touch the common point. You can see it is already touching the line, that is the angle bisector of angle C. So when you draw, you be little careful. So we have this as a common point. I'll name it as I. I have to drop a perpendicular from I towards BC. I can use a set square very much. I keep a set square like this along the side BC, and I bring it closer to point I, and here I have the perpendicular drawn. This is a perpendicular drawn. Taking this distance, see children, if you want you can draw perpendicular from point I towards BC by using the compass. But I have done by using the set square. That is also fine. So now take the distance. See, looking at the distance itself, I can know this is not going to work, right? Still, let us draw. Somewhere it will help us. Yes, it is going out from one end but is touching the other two sides. So this is how is the incircle for obtuse. Yes, very rarely you find obtuse angle triangle, all the three sides is touched by the circle. So there is always a possibility of error for an obtuse angle triangle, but never for an equilateral triangle. For an equilateral triangle, you should get it perfectly correct. Is that very clear?